What's going on, gang? Welcome back again. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. It's coming up quick, and you're not going to have much time after you see this video to buy gifts. I'm going to try my best to get it through Patreon and on YouTube before Christmas. We're going to talk about approximately 20 things every guitar player should have. Stay tuned. What say, YouTubers? What say? Welcome back again. Thank you for coming back. This video is going to talk about not everything that a guitar player necessarily has to have, but if you're a guitar player, or you know a guitar player, or your spouse is a guitar player, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of options, things that you can, maybe they don't already have, that you can go out and get for them, and as a Christmas gift. There's a big hair there. As a Christmas gift. You know, you're going to see this video though. By the time this airs on YouTube, you're going to have only like a couple days, probably max, maybe 3 if I can hurry and get it running through see, my videos go up on Patreon. What you're seeing on YouTube, all the videos on YouTube usually are 1 week to 1 month old. It was made 1 week to a month ago when you're seeing it on YouTube. This video here, I'm going to push it a little bit and try to get it through. Now, it'll give you more shopping time. But guitar players, what do they need, man? What do they not have? Like I say, you don't necessarily need these. I got about 20 things here. You don't necessarily need them all. But it'd be nice to have every one of them if you can. Or if you know somebody that doesn't have any of this shit, then get it for them. Alright, let's get on with it, man. Thank you all for coming. I love meeting up here with you guys and doing the horrendous, horrible, exotic things that we do. Alright. You should have either a guitar stand. I've got a couple over there. You know what I mean? A guitar stand sits on the floor. You set your guitar in it. Like whoever's playing. If you know somebody plays a guitar and they don't have one, they would love that, man. Take your guitar off, put it in the stand. You know, instead of putting it back in the case. I leave mine in the stand nearly all the time, whichever way I'm playing. That way when I see it, I'm going to play it. Whereas if it's in the case, it's a little more effort, you know. I have to want to play a little bit more to get it out. Or a wall hanger. You can get good wall hangers, and it doesn't hurt your instrument as long as the wall hanger fits the, I was about to say peg head. I know you guys love that word. The stock head. Headstock. I'll get it in a minute. As long as the wall hanger fits, you know, you don't want to hang it in the wall on the keys, you know what I mean? You don't want it hanging from the keys. You want it to fit inside on the wood. And usually if you get a good one, they all fit. Another thing that's a must if you're a guitar player is a capo. Everyone that plays guitar should have a capo. Now I recommend, I got a video up on them, you should search the channel and watch that video, because there's some capos you do not want. You should be able to adjust, get a capo that you can adjust how much tension down on those strings that it puts. If you get one you can't adjust that, you get these with a big spring in them, you just clamp them on there. They squeeze the string down in between the frets, the strings go sharp, and you got to retune, you know, all the time. You should, if you know a guitar player, or are one, for acoustic guitars especially, but this is for electrics too, a humidifier. Everyone ought to have a guitar humidifier. Some way to liquefy their box, if you're with me on that. You should keep 2 towels around. I like these right here, these kind of towels. And I've got a whole boatload of them, man. There's a bunch of them just laying right there. I don't know what they're made of. Have no idea. I'll hold them up there close so you can see. But they're really nice. And the reason I say 2 of them, you notice I got 2 right there handy. The reason I say 2 of them is you need one to wipe your strings off with when you get done playing. And you need a separate one from that to wipe your guitar down with. You don't want just one rag and you wipe your guitar down. You got to wipe your guitar down every time you're finished playing it. Wash your hands every time before you play it. And keep 2 rags, 2 cloths. Every guitar player needs a tuner, some sort of tuner. You know, it could be a pitchfork if that's what they like, but some kind of an electronic tuner. You know, I've got them all over the place here. There's someone be able to find any. There's a little cheap Snark tuner. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them, but they're all fairly accurate. You know, I like the ones in Android apps. They are extremely accurate. 2 of them that I know of are. I think I got a video on that even too. I got videos on everything, man. if it's an acoustic guitar and you don't have a pickup in it. A pickup's a nice addition for a guitar player that plays acoustic guitar. I've got a Fishman Ellipse in one of my Martin guitars. I'm going to demo that. I got one video up on it, but it's a shitty video. It's just crappy. I didn't really demo the thing like I should. It was more me playing the guitar for 40 minutes than it was demoing. But I'm going to make a demo on that Fishman Ellipse system. It's the best, the absolute best. It's expensive, but it's perfect, man. It produces the true sound of your acoustic guitar. A pickup. Alright, every guitar player ought to have some kind of polish. Now I use, Susanna, thank you for this. This is like my 4th bottle of this stuff, man. It's called Smith Pro Formula Polish, and that's what it looks like. And this bottle's half gone. I've not had any chemical reactions or anything with. I've used that on all different kinds of finishes under the sun, man. And it's never chemically react or cause any problems, and it will put a wow, it'll make your guitar shiny. I don't know if you'd want to use that on satin finishes or not. Some basic tools, you know, just like some little tiny screwdrivers, you know, like so, or a little pack of files. You can buy these little cheap files. You know, you might have to file your nut slot out a little bit, or the end of a fret, or, you know, just basic tools, man. Even hell, a crescent wrench, pliers, needle nose pliers. I use them all the time. Wire cutters. That's on the list here somewhere. If you're playing usually an acoustic guitar, you're going to need a strap button. They hardly ever come with a strap button all the way back here in the back lower belt, the bottom. Almost always. No, they do have one there. It's up here on the neck. They almost never have one on the neck. If you buy a guitar, always make sure, if you're getting it from a store, make them put a strap button on it. And make them do it. And if they screw it up, then you get a big discount, and you'll have a strap button. Everybody ought to have a strap button. Everybody ought to have picks. Now here's another thing that covers more than one thing. There's about 20 here altogether. I got picks marked as 10. Everybody needs a flat pick. Find out how thick they like or how thin they like. And if they finger pick, they might want to try a finger pick sometime. You can get, I recommend, because I played banjo a very long time, plastic, or what is it, celluloid, or what is the word I'm looking for there? Anyways, it's a plastic type thumb pick and 2 metal finger picks is what I recommend. National, if you can find national finger picks, that's what I would recommend you get if you're buying for somebody else, or even if you're buying for yourself. Okay. Everybody needs a strap, man. I mean, you know, you probably don't want to sit down and play your guitar all the time. I remember when I was a kid, my dad putting a strap on his banjo. He loved that strap, man. I still got the old Gibson banjo he had, RB250, 56 model it is. I'll maybe show you that someday. So when I learned to play on, started on when I was 4 years old. Anyways, he got a strap for it. And he loved the banjo and the strap so much he'd put it on and stand for hours in front of the dresser mirror, man, looking at himself while he picked. But every guitar player needs some kind of strap. You're going to also need, I thought that said elixir strings, but it says extra strings. Can't even read my own writing. Buy somebody a set of strings. Find out what gauge they like. Electric guitar or acoustic guitar, archtop guitar, doesn't matter. You know, find out what gauge they like. And buy them 2 or 3 sets of them, or at least 1 set, and if they break one, they'll have an extra. I always like to carry 2 brand new sets with me when I was on the road, and that way, always had a fresh set to put on the guitar if I needed to, and always needed to, and always had a set of another set of new ones if I broke a string. I'd have a brand new one to put right back on the one that broke. All right, a peg winder, one of these to crank your keys with. Now, it was talked about this a while back. Somebody said in the comments, every peg winder has a bridge pin puller on it. Well, no, they don't. This one doesn't have any. I got another one here somewhere that doesn't. So you might want to look at it or ask the store if it's got a bridge pin puller on the peg winder that you're purchasing for your friend, or if you're even getting it for yourself. Everybody needs a peg winder. Wire cutters. When you put new strings on, you got all this ungodly bird's nest jungle up here along your peg head or headstock. I got that's a funny word, man. I'll try not to use it anymore, I promise. I know you guys don't like that word. Yeah, when you put on new strings, and you got all that excessive string sticking out there, you need a good set of wire cutters to clip those off. Now, I use wire cutters, you all see me do a million times, to pull the bridge pins out. And they work perfect, man. I've been doing it for 40 years and I've never broke one off. You got to be conscientious what you're doing, man. And, you know, not clip the head off of the bridge pin. Don't put any pressure there. I got videos about it. Search the channel, you'll find it. Now, you can also get, here's another thing. Oh, man, I had it laid out here and I can't find it now. Isn't that how it always goes? Holy shit. It's always anyways, like it's a pin puller. They make just a pin puller made to pull these bridge pins out. Now, granted, it won't fit all guitars. One pin puller tool will not fit every guitar. I was going to use one on this guitar, and I had it laid out here, and I can't find it, man. Wow, I can't believe that. But it wouldn't fit this guitar, and I couldn't use it. Right, here it is. Right here it is. For those that don't know what they look like, that's what they look like. This one would not fit this guitar. This is that Gibson Hummingbird. Alright, every guitar player should have linseed oil. About once a year, when you got all your strings off, clean your board good and put a coat of linseed oil all the way up and down the fretboard. There's been a lot of argument about that, but believe me, I've done it, man, all of my life. Never had any trouble with it. I've had trouble, seeing a lot of trouble with the people that don't use oil on a fretboard. So, you know, if your boyfriend or girlfriend plays a guitar, get her a bottle of linseed oil to do that, you know, once a year or so. Doesn't matter if it's boiled or unboiled, people will argue that. I've used them both in the past 40 years, got the same result. Lubricating oil. Lubricating oil. Every now and then you should put a drop of oil on your tuning machines. Some of them's even got an oil hole in them. A lot of the old Gibson style had an oil hole right in the back of the tuning machine. Put a little bit around the pegs. Sometimes if you're working on your truss rod, drop a few drops down in there on that adjusting head. Just a little container's all you need. You know, it'll last you forever, man. Alright. Temperature, humidity gauge. I can't even read my own writing, man. Temperature and humidity gauge. That's one of these. Every guitar player should have one. I keep two right here where I work at. There's the other one. And they stay pretty close the same. Not exactly, but right now it's saying temperature in here 64. I hear the heat running right now. It's not running in here, but oh yeah, it is. I turned the heat on in here. It's turned down low though. And humidity 62. 64 temperature, 62 humidity on that one in this room. And on this one, humidity is 63 and 64 on that one. Didn't I say? No, 62. 63 on here. That one says 64 degrees. This one says 64.9. So they're pretty close. They're cheap, man. Get one, put it in your case, or get one for your spouse or whatever, and tell them, you know, keep it in their case or keep it in the room where they keep their guitars. Cases, guitar cases, that's a must. Whether it's a gig bag is better than nothing at all. You know what I mean? I recommend a hard shell case. They cost a little bit more money, but well, they're not that much really these days. Not like the way they used to be. They used to be really expensive. And you can still get them that are very expensive, but you know, just a cheap, good hard shell case is fine as long as it's padded good inside. You know, got plenty of fuzz in it and all that jazz. But like I say, if you can't afford that and you have no case at all, a gig bag is way better than having nothing. You know, nothing at all to put your guitar in. And that should make about 20 things that you ought to buy your spouse, or one or two or a few of them, if not all, for Christmas this year. Like I say, you don't have to have all this stuff. I do have. I keep it all because I need it. You know, working on guitars, you gotta have it. And but you know, as an average guitar player, maybe only a few of these things. Maybe some of them you've already got. But there's some ideas. I've been writing these down for weeks, man, trying to think about things that I could put on here for this video. And I'm sure you all's going to remind me of things that I left off. Somebody always does. And I'm sure it'll happen this time. But there's at least 20 things that you can think about getting, you know, whether you buy them for yourself or, like I said, for your spouse or for a friend or whatever, family member. Anybody that plays guitar should have some of this stuff, or all of it. Thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas to you. If I don't talk to you again, I don't know how many more videos I'll get in between now and Christmas, or how many you'll see between now and Christmas. So let me say Merry Christmas to all of you watching this video, and thank you for your support here. The subscriber count has been going through the sky, man. Thank you guys for that, all you new ones. Thank you old ones for keeping it here. I know some of you's been here from, good Lord, way back when I made collaboration videos. There's a shit ton of them if you want to go back and watch them. They're pretty good. They're not too good. Yeah, they're probably alright. I probably could have done better. Anyways, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope you guys have a great one. And thanks to the patrons, too. Don't want to leave them out. Hey, we're going to get another guitar contest going here. I'm not sure what guitars it's going to be. We're going to get another guitar contest going here real soon. And if you want to get in on it, come over to Patreon and check it out, man. The guy received his Epiphone the other day, and he took it out of the case and tuned it up. Wow, he could not believe, he said it sounded so good, and he was so happy. That was what, you know, thrilled me. Happy, 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 he put. And he won the guitar here, and you can win one too. So come on over and join us if you're into that kind of thing you like. See you on the next video. Cheers to you.